my goodness, what an energetic day.
It sure has.
We have just been doing all kinds of stuff on this energetic day.
We sure have.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Lee McCain.
I am Beth McCain.
And welcome to the Law of Attraction Show, where every week we do this little 10-minute show about the Law of Attraction.
That's right, we do.
So does anybody not know what the Law of Attraction is?
You know, I don't know if they don't, but we'll go ahead and tell everybody what it is.
Do tell, Cinderella.
Okay. Whatever you think and feel vibrates out of your own being, out into the universe, and the universe answers back with the same back to you, the same vibration. It can come in any form, just it's the same vibration as what you sent out.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
It does, unless you're focusing on
negative stuff.
Negative stuff,
but
exactly.
if you're doing positive stuff and you know what you'd like and you're just putting all kinds of good thoughts toward that, they should bounce right back to you.
That's right.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
It does, and it works.
Well, it's been working for us for, gosh, how long?
Over a long
decade.
time.
Yeah.
Yes, it has.
Well,
it's always working. It's just that when you intentionally use it,
right,
that's when it makes the change.
Yeah. Well, a busy week. We're starting the year off really busy.
We have. I know. It has been a busy week, hasn't it? But you know what? It's better to be busy than not busy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's better to do what we love.
You know, this show first broadcasts on Saturdays.
Uh-huh.
And today is January 3rd of 2009.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the very first online retreat and gathering.
It is.
So
that's been so much fun, hasn't it?
Oh my goodness,
Putting
it has been, and well.
And then we're going to have online intimate lectures.
Mm-hmm.
And those are going to be awesome. Those are going to be a lot of fun.
They're building the studio right now for us.
Yes, they are. Getting it all together,
yeah.
And we're just looking so forward to doing that.
I like how our set's going to look.
Yeah?
Yeah, kind of like a Charlie Rose show, you know, really neat.
Mm-hmm.
Dark with a really neat wood table, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And you guys will get a lot of information out of it,
yep.
And just a lot of inspiring stories, and all on video.
Yep.
Actually, you can see us.
Yeah. And hey, we make great dartboards for your friends too. So, you know what? We've got some really nice questions to start the year off with.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask, and I will pitch and you'll receive.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan.
Well, this one comes all the way from Mississippi. Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
And it's from Lane.
Hi, Lane.
And Lane has written to us on a number of occasions, but this is the first time we've had him on the radio show.
Mm-hmm.
So Lane, actually, and this is kind of a two-part question, Beth.
Okay.
First, Lane writes, the subconscious mind is one and the same thing with the core being or the soul. Is that correct? And secondly, in what proportion of energy does the soul differ from the rest of energy? Such as, you know, cars, planets, bodies, air, whatever. So I guess he wants to know, you know, how the energy differs between the soul and those, you know, hard items.
Okay. Well, let's start with the subconscious mind.
Okay.
The subconscious mind is one of really three parts. So you have the physical self, the subconscious self, and then the core being, or the spirit soul.
Mm-hmm.
The physical self is what we experience through, and it has ego. The subconscious self is the automatic self that keeps our body going and keeps the repetitive patterns in our mind going. And then there is the eternal core being, which we observe through. We're observing everything through those eyes, because in the core being, that's when everything is just right. Everything is just fine.
Right.
And we're just experiencing through that. Hope that's understandable. And then as far as the energy goes, there are all different kinds of energy. And to compare them is like kind of comparing them like apples and oranges, because even though they originate from the same source, each has a different vibrational energy, which is on a scale of very fast to very slow, depending on the matter involved.
Mm-hmm.
Energy is energy, and everything is made up of energy. So how much energy is there in an apple and how much in an orange? It all depends on the rate of vibration as to what comes through the matter. There is no set scale because it is all different.
And it really doesn't matter anyway, does it?
Well, some people, I think, want to know so that they can understand how to move things a little faster with their vibrations. But, a rock has vibrations, just very, very slow vibration, whereas a human being has a very fast rate of vibration.
And rather than focusing on the science of the energy, maybe the better track, if you're trying to just accelerate things, is to just use the time-honored techniques of gratitude and all these other things that move the law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think Lane is one person who likes to know it all. Mm-hmm. And I'm totally okay with that. Aren't you?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, we have another one for you now.
Okay.
Gail in Montana.
All righty.
I have a hard time quieting my mind and wondered if you can describe a method of meditation for me. You want to try that one, Lee?
Sure. I love meditation. Gail, it's important to find the mind something positive to do, and meditation is the perfect thing. Meditation can take some time to teach your mind, but it is worth it. Do a little each day, and when Beth and I say a little, even 30 seconds at a time, just until you can focus that mind. Get into a comfortable position, one that you're going to be relaxed in but not fall asleep in. That's the other thing that you have to fight when you're meditating, is falling asleep.
Well, because you get so comfortable and relaxed that you just kind of knock off.
So first, relax your whole body. Begin with the top of your head and work your way down through your whole body down to your toes. Relax completely. Start with a breath in and then take 4 seconds. Bring in your breath. Hold your breath for 4 more seconds. Exhale for 8 seconds and count them. Focus on your breathing at first. Make that your focus. When you're able to do this, close your eyes and take your thoughts and mind inward. This is where you may start to wander, but start small and work your way up to a longer amount of time. Focus on nothing, and then when a thought comes in, let it float by. Don't hang on to it, just let it float by and put your focus back to the nothing. This is all there is to meditation.
It's true, and really simply what you're doing is you're reconnecting.
Mm-hmm.
You are reconnecting with the original source, the universe.
Right.
And you're going back to where you came from, in a sense. So just by having that silence brings that to you.
Well, and don't get upset with yourself if your mind wanders.
Mm-hmm.
Just gently bring it back to breathing and then going back to the nothing. And you'll find ideas will come quicker and easily when you can start to master that technique.
Mm-hmm.
You may have some thoughts come through during meditation that are not the normal mind chatter thoughts. And either remember those thoughts or write them down and then go back to meditation. They may be thoughts directly from your core being that you've finally been able to hear because you have finally learned to quiet your mind.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is.
And when you quiet your mind, you give it something positive to do, the logical mind.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives you a chance to get clear. And that's what meditation does.
Yeah.
Even if you don't feel that clear in the beginning, over time you're going to find your mind is clear, and it is because of that quiet time.
That's right. Well,
that's it.
That's what happens when you have fun.
That's
Time
right.
flies.
It does.
And for those of you, all 334 of you who have taken the online gathering, well, we're starting it today, and we are looking so forward to it. We'll see you then.
Okay.
And everybody else, we'll see you next week right here.
All right.
Okay, you take care and have a wonderful week.
Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Bye.